Welcome to Anime Raw Review, where I review an anime that I literally just watched. Enjoy. Mash, Magic, and Muscles. I had no idea what I was getting into when I watched this show. Initially, I thought it was about some crazy kid that was angry at the world and wanted to destroy everyone. But, however, I was pleasantly surprised when I found out it wasn't. And it was, in fact, a comedy. Now, I've been watching so many shonen, so many serious animes that this just hit the right spot. It came at the right time. And man, I loved it. I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10 straight away. It's season 1. I watched the whole thing in one go. I binged it. It's now 12 o'clock at night. Got the camera out, started recording, got a few notes here. So let's just get into the review. One thing I really enjoyed was how they made the cliched characters so enjoyable. I mean, I thought I'd get bored when they first introduced them, but nah. My favorite one was Dot. You know, the guy with the spiky hair and just kept getting beaten. You know, the mixture of Genos and Kaido from One Punch Man and the Psyche. I was just encapsulated by how much of a loser this guy was, but he just never gave up, even though he was a loser, you know what I'm saying? And when he was first introduced, he's like, I'm the main character. I was like, okay, he might be a bad guy. Turns out he was another side character, but it was okay because he's cool. He is cool, bro. So that's another thing that I loved about the show. Another thing, just the animation of the faces, you know, the over-the-top faces that they made was great because it's just them going crazy and this Mash just going, okay, you know, just that okay face. What else is there? Oh, the Harry Potterness. The Harry Potterness was so just entwined in it. I mean, I don't even watch Harry Potter like that, but man, we got Dumbledore in here and they got that flipping broom game that was awesome. They had that jock. That jock was cool. I don't know why they got rid of him. He was cool. You know, Mr. Bamboo himself. That made me laugh a lot. That's when I knew I loved the show. When he started talking about bamboo, it was great. Anyway, that's besides the point. What else we got here? One tiny little negative I have, just a tiny little pet peeve I had about the show, is the more I got into it, the more I found myself fast forwarding some of the certain characters' backstories because I just couldn't be bothered. I knew as soon as they had the backstory, Mash would beat them and they'll just be gone from the show. I think that happened like 3 times against the bad guys. I didn't have time for that. I got bored. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have crappy attention span, but that was kind of boring. Other than that was remember, this is just a tiny pet peeve. Another thing I loved, just adored about the show was the style of fights. It was very One Punch Man-esque, but that's a good thing because we knew Mash was gonna win at the end. It's the way he won, and that is the most intriguing part of the show. I mean, take the fight with Abel, right? We got this brilliant puppet wizard that is indestructible, infightable. I don't even know that word. He's just crazy strong. And the way Mash wins is when the strings are about to touch him, he grabs it and cuts it off. And my favorite part is when the random side characters explains how he does it in the most unpredictable way possible. I mean, come on, man. How are you gonna grab the strings that you can't even see? Pull it. It's fun. It's great. It is a spectacle of viewing. I mean, I couldn't write it. I know you couldn't write it. That's why we're watching it. So for that and that reason alone, and the comedy, of course, and the character designs. Oh man, the character design, just 10 out of 10, man. I mean, as soon as you saw them, you can tell what they're about, and that is brilliant. That is fantastic. Just extraordinary. So Mash season 1, 10 out of 10 would recommend.